Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl as always, Calista Daniels in the building. I hope you guys are faring well and having your week is going on well. As for me, I'm doing great and I'm happy to be back once again to see you guys. And I want to say a very big thank you to those of you who have subscribed already to my channel. I pray that God will bless you. And those of you who have watched my video and refuse to subscribe, what can I do now? Now don't make my ministry grow. I will make una subscribe now. Help this my girl. So that this ministry will reach the permanent set sooner than we expect. And for my returning subscribers, thank you very much. And for those that will still subscribe, thank you also. Today, I'm bringing us something very emotional, yeah. How I dealt with the loss of a loved one. Yeah. Dealing with the loss, let's just say dealing with the loss of a loved one. I know that some way or the other, some of us might have lost someone who is very close to us, very dear to our hearts, and that period is kind of a trying period for some persons. Some persons get over it easily, while for some persons it takes a whole lot. In fact, it takes a lifetime to get over such experience. If you've lost someone in the past, please leave it in the comment section how you were able to deal with the loss. I'm going to share with you guys how I dealt with the loss or how I'm still dealing with the loss of my dad. Sometime last year, around June 6th, yeah, June 6th or 7th, I lost my dad, and I can, or I will categorically say that my life has never remained the same since that day. It's already 1 year, but guys, my life has never remained the same. Because for those who may know me outside the social media, who are very close to me and to my family, they know that I am very, very close to my dad. Yeah. I may be using present tense because in my head, I feel or I think that he just traveled. I still cannot, or I don't know how to just say it, but I have this mentality that he just traveled and one day I will just wake up and I will see him or hear his voice and receive a call from him. So pardon me if I still use present tense to describe him because this is where I'm dealing with the loss. Yeah. So as I was saying, those who know me very well knows that I am very close to my dad, and in fact, we cannot have a conversation without you hearing me saying my dad, my dad, my dad, my dad, my dad, this, my dad, that, my dad. All my life, everything centers on my dad. So losing him at a time that we expected or I expected him to stay was very traumatizing for me. And I know it's the same thing for my siblings as well. And since then, sometimes I just stay by myself and I just remember how he used to call me. Because when he was alive, every Sunday morning by 9 a.m., every single Sunday morning from 2017 that I left Asaba to Ondo State, every single morning on Sunday by 9 a.m., he must call. So I got so used to expecting his call that if I don't get that call on a Sunday morning, I'll be worried. So yeah, every Sunday morning he would always call me. So I got so used to that call that even up till now, even up to this moment that I'm making this video, I still hope and I still wish that I'll wake up one morning and just realize that all this past 1 year was just a dream. Something happened on Sunday, yeah. Just this past Sunday, after I closed from the church, on my way home, I had to pass through a hospital or pass through the hospital. And on getting there, in fact, the first sight that welcomed me in that place was the cry of people who just lost their loved one. I think probably they lost their mom because Since I don't understand the Yoruba, I somebody who was with me was saying this. I think they lost their mom. And can you imagine? After 1 year and 3 months, I started crying again because I heard people crying that they lost their loved one. I remembered how I cried that Sunday night. My dad, and unfortunately, it was on Sunday my dad died. Sunday night by 10 p.m. And when I got to that place, I saw them crying, and I just had a flashback how I cried the day I lost my father, and I could feel their pain because having been in that state, I know what is going through their mind at that particular point in time. At the time, I remember that fateful night. I almost died. In fact, I'm still shocked that I'm still alive to this moment because the moment I got that news, it's as if my heart stopped working all of a sudden. And I stood from that 10 a.m. that I was called that he has passed on till the next morning I was stood. I could hardly breathe because that was the most, in my entire life, since I was born to this moment, I think that night was the most difficult night, the most challenging. In fact, I don't know the language to use or the word to use to qualify that evening, that Sunday night. That Sunday night that changed my story from having the father. So sorry guys, I told you guys this video might be too emotional for some persons because for me, I'm still dealing with the loss. I try every day that passes, every second, every minute to let go, but it's really been a very difficult one. Knowing the closeness that existed between myself and my dad while he was still alive. So pardon me if I get a little bit emotional in this video. It's not my fault. So that Sunday reminded me of how my life changed from having both parents to having only one. And having a dad that you can call at any time of the day. Any time of the day, I mean any time of the day. He's there to attend to your needs. You know what it means to lose somebody like that. If you've ever had someone like that in your life and death snatches that person away, I think you understand what I'm saying. Losing him was the most challenging, the most difficult situation I've ever faced in life. Likewise, my siblings as well. Because up to date, we don't just want to talk about it because it just brings up the words. Me, every single there's no week I don't remember him and I just start crying again. Because to me, it's as if it's just still happening currently. That it just happened like just now, just now. And most times, the easiest way for me or the way I've been able to deal with it is by speaking up most times. When I feel that pressure again, I try to express myself, talk to people around, just to lighten the mood. Because after 1 year, it still looks like it's just yesterday that it happened. So if you've ever lost anyone in any point in time in your life, just know that you are not the only one who is going through that emotional trauma. There are a lot of persons, millions of persons out there who who have gone through that stage in life. Some persons will still go through that stage as at now that I'm making this video. Some persons will still go through this stage even in the nearest future because we already know that death is inevitable in this life. Death is something that we cannot avoid. One day Each and every one of us will face it, or we lose someone very close to us. But just if you've ever been in this situation, please, you can do your girl a favor by living how you're able to deal with it. Because for me, as I'm talking to you, every single day, every moment of my life, I wish that it never happened. That day never existed. Yeah. Probably because in my own case, I wasn't there. I was far away from him. So the memory of him I have was just few weeks because I went home. That was during the COVID period last year. I went home few weeks before his death, and when I went home, he was healthy. He was fine. Even when I came back, returned to my base, we were still talking. He was okay, and all of a sudden, I heard he was sick, and I was wondering what happened. And before you know, in less than few days, the story has flipped. Yeah. So if you've ever lost anyone in any point in time in life, please leave that in the comment section because this it may help someone who is currently going through that stage in dealing with the loss of a loved one. And I hope to see you guys in my next video.